Welcome back to the channel, and today I thought I would just go through some useful websites and tools that I use when we are looking to book a campsite. So let's do that now. Welcome back to the channel and to another video, and today we are in the comfort of the office at home, and I am releasing this. You may realise today it is a Friday because it is coinciding with a podcast that I'm also releasing, which is in the link. The link to that is in the description below. Don't worry, there's still going to be a travel video coming out on Sunday. I've got loads of content backed up for the next few weeks on there, so there will still be the Sunday videos. This is just something a little bit extra, like I said, because it is going out with the to link in with the podcast. It's really just a little trial to see if I can do a video for the people on YouTube and also double it up as a podcast, just to see if it works. If it doesn't work, this will be the only one I do, but we'll see how it pans out, I think. So like I said, I'm going to leave a link to the podcast in the description below, and if you want to head over there and check out the podcast as well, because there is lots of different things that go out on the podcast that doesn't come out on the YouTube channel, so be sure to check that out as well. And I think it's about time we got into the video, so we're going to jump over to the screen now, and I'm going to go through those websites that I use and how I use them to book campsites whenever we go traveling. So let's get into it. Okay, so like I said, I thought I'd go through our favourite top 5 or 6 websites or tools that I use when booking a campsite. First up is the Caravan and Motorhome Club site. We are just going to click find a UK campsite and book a campsite. You can search by exact location or by region, and you can search by precise dates or by month. So I have just put in Devon and Cornwall and June, and we want to make sure that we have a toilet block, and we're going to hit search, and that comes up with I think it's in alphabetical order. It shows you a calendar. If the days are blue, there is availability, or if the dates are orange, it means they are full or closed. At the bottom of the page there is a small arrow that you may miss, because I did the first time, and it just scrolls through the other available campsites. You do also have the option to search by map, and you can again type in a location, postcode, dates, things like that, and that will show you all of the campsites on the map. So that is the first one, the Caravan and Motorhome Club site. And let me interrupt here for a second. If you're liking this video, why not click that thumbs up button, and if you really like the video, head over and subscribe to the channel. The next one is a much more general one. It is a site called PitchUp that I'm sure lots of people are familiar with. It's got a great search facility again, so you can tick whether you're looking for a tent or a motorhome pitch. You can pick the dates that you want to go away for and how many people are going, and then you can hit the search button, and that will give you a long list of sites that are available for that pitch and for that date. And you then have the option to narrow it down by filter down on the page there. So I am just ticking electric pitch, and I am going to tick toilet block, for example, and it will update automatically. And then you can scroll through the sites down the right hand side once that's refreshed. And if you find one that you like the look of, you can click on that, and it will show you what type of pitch they have available for your date. And you can also scroll through and look at some photos, and it shows you where it is on the map and things like that. So that is the second one. That is called pitchup.com. The great thing I like about this site, by the way, is that you can book from the site as well, because there is one that you can't, that I'll come to later, but you can book straight through pitchup.com. Obviously pitchup.com will take a cut, and you pay the rest online or at the campsite, I think some of them, when you get there. So that one is pitchup.com. Now the next one is a site called Out and About Live. This is the group that publishes the popular magazines like MMM and Campervan magazine, things like that. But across the top of the page there are several categories, and there is one called campsites. Let's get rid of the advert that's just popped up on my screen. But we're into campsites now. You can search by an exact location, but sometimes we just search by county if we're not 100% sure where we want to go. So let's again put in Devon, and it will show us on a map all of these sites that are available in Devon, and there below the map there is a long list of the campsites that you could click on. Again, there is an advanced search option, so you just click that drop down box, and let's say we want to pick a Premier Park, which is a specific park that is one of their better ones. But there's all sorts of other sites there that you can pick, like Caravan and Camping Club, Camping in the Forest, things like Haven Holidays if you're looking for a holiday home or something. And again, we're going to say that we want a toilet because we don't really have one in our VW California. And again, hit search, and that will just narrow down the sites to your chosen requirements. So all the Premier Parks are now listed, and obviously they're all going to have toilets anyway, but that's just enables you to narrow it down. I usually use this if we're looking for more of a holiday park, because a lot of them have pools. The Premier Parks have pools and bars and restaurants and things like that. So maybe it might be somewhere where we're going to stay for a little bit longer. But they claim that the Premier Parks are 100 of the best campsites across the UK and Ireland, offering the ultimate touring experience. So there you go. If you want something a little bit more luxurious, or something with a little bit more facilities. The next one is, and we seem to use this for everything, is plain old Google Maps. If you head over to google.com/maps and type in, for example, campsites near Ilfracombe, maybe a bit weird if you're listening to this on the podcast, but bear with me. And what that does, it brings up a list of campsites that are in and around Ilfracombe. Down the left hand side, it gives you the name of them, and it shows you where they are on the map as well. You can click on those pins if you want to get a bit more information about that campsite, or if there's nothing there that you like, you can zoom in, and there is a button that comes up on the screen that says search this area, and sometimes it will bring up more campsites that weren't maybe shown on the first view. So it's worth doing that just in case you want a little bit more of a location specific area. And again, if you sort of decide against Ilfracombe, you want to go a bit further down the coast, you can just move the map around with your mouse, hit search this area, and it will bring up other campsites in that area, as you can see if you're watching the YouTube video, but it does, trust me, because it's just come up. So it doesn't really have a filter. The only downside about this is it doesn't really have a filter system where you can say I want a toilet, or I want a bar, or I want it to be 100 yards from a shop or something. So it's worth considering that if if you want to have more specifics, but it's just a good starting point maybe for an area, and then you can go and investigate a little bit further. The final one that we use, I'm sure there's loads more out there, but we've normally found what we want by now using these websites. So this one is called ukcampsite.co.uk. I use this slightly less, I must admit. The website is rather clunky and probably a little bit outdated, but it does have a good range of sites on there. Again, you can pop in an area. I'm going to pick Ilfracombe again, which is a town, I believe. And that again will show us a map, and below the map a list of sites. You can then, again, slightly less filters here, but there's all the main ones. So if you want to make sure you've got a toilet, you tick the toilet box, refresh the results. Let's do something a little bit more specific. Maybe we're going to tick pool and refresh the results. And there you can see there, if you're watching the video, but it has taken out a lot of campsites and just shown us the ones with the pools. If you found one that you like the look of, you can click on the link there, and it will take you to tell you a little bit more about this site with pictures and descriptions, and how many sites how many pictures they've got, and what sort of facilities they have, and what sort of vehicles they take, things like that. But I don't think you can actually book via this site. You can inquire about a booking, there is a field that you can, a link you can click on where you can fill out a form, and it will tell you all about the campsite, and you can sort of fill out a form and send it to them, and they will get back to you with a response to your inquiry. So there we go. That is most of the campsites that we use for booking our holidays and our trips away. I'm sure you've heard of most of those already, but in case you haven't, I hope you found that useful. And if you did enjoy this video or found this useful, why not give us a thumbs up? And if you want to see more content coming up about camping and travel around mainly the UK, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and I will see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.